What is up, everybody? It is I, Ronin. Today, coming at you with learning how to play some BLS. Now, I will preface this a little bit. A while back before I was doing YouTube and such, I did actually learn BLS and how to play it. This is a different list than what I had before, but basically it's still sort of the same idea, which is lots of spot removal, lots of battle damage, lots of searching. That's basically what this deck does. But real fast, let's just get right into a deck profile. Quick one. So, as far as our BLSs go, we are running free copies of Envoy at the beginning and free copies of Super Soldier. Now, you can run these at less if you want to, but I am running them free at each to make the trade-in a little bit safer. Uh, to Alright, sorry. So let's go over the monsters real quick, though. Basically, the trade-in's here so I can facilitate having these free. Ideally, we will discard a Super Soldier off the trade-in because of some of its ritual spells, it can be summoned from the graveyard, so it's not really losing a resource, so it's pretty alright. If Blackluster Soldier Envoy at the beginning, you special summon it by banishing a light and a dark monster from your graveyard. Has two effects. It can either banish a target on your opponent's field that is a monster, or if it attacks and destroys a monster by battle, it can attack again. This is kind of nice, especially with Envoy of Chaos. Envoy of Chaos says it's basically like BLS Honest. It gives 1500 attack points. When it's activated, the monster that is attacking will have its attack return to its original value. And during your end phase, you can banish 2 warriors from your graveyard to get him back. Uh, Synergizes fairly well with the rest of the deck. Bigger numbers get bigger. We can beat over a Chaos Mask just in case, so it is kind of nice. And now for our primary playmakers, we have Beginning Night and Evening Twilight Night. Ideally, you'll be using these two to ritual summon your Super Soldier because it will give him effects. That being, once per turn, you can banish one monster your opponent controls as a targeting cost, so sort of like Envoy at the beginning. He will gain 2 instances of this effect if you send one of each for the ritual summon. And they both give the effect that, and this one, they each give additional effects as well. This one lets it float. If this card is banished, you can add a ritual spell when it's banished, so that does help with banishing this because they are a light and dark monster. But they have additional effects as well. The one that you'll most see is it sort of like Omegas a card out of your opponent's hand. As far as the rest of our monsters go, we have Charging Gaia the Fierce Knight. It's a level 7, so it works well with our light and dark level 1s. You can just summon it. It's a little bit of a body, so it's not bad. And when it's treated, it searches a Blackluster Soldier monster, so that can be Super Soldier or Envoy at the beginning. And it also gives us something to float into for Blackluster Soldier, Super Soldier's floating effect, and another target for Gateway of Chaos. Beyond that, we just have Manju to search ritual monsters and spells. Then we also have Effect Valor because it is a level 1 light target and a hand trap. Ideally, we go second with this deck, so hand traps are pretty important. And then we have my own little tech choice, Spell Recycler. So when in the graveyard, it can banish itself when the opponent declares an attack. Then you can take a spell card from your grave, put it on the bottom of your deck. It's a fairly nice way to recover some of your field spells or anything else that you just kind of want to have back. So it's alright. Uh, let's see. So that's the monster lineup. Now for spells, went over the trade-in. It's just awesome to be able to trade in a Super Soldier because you can summon it from the graveyard. Rhoda is obvious. We are using primarily warriors, and pretty much at all times you want one of these two in your hand. So it's just good to have. Terraforming to search Gateway of Chaos, our field spell. The field spell on activation will add a Gaia the Fierce Knight monster or a Blackluster Ritual monster from your deck to your hand. Each time a monster is sent to the graveyard, it gets a chaos counter on it. You can remove 3 of those chaos counters to search a ritual spell. Being these, we are running free copies of Super Soldier Synthesis, which lets you summon a Super Soldier, or any Blackluster Soldier Ritual monster, but in our case it's Super Soldier since that's the only one we run. However, the levels have to exactly equal 8, and you have to send one dark and one light monster to the graveyard, one of them in your hand, one of them from your deck. So that is why you generally want one of these two, and why we are running multiple light and dark level 1s, in case we just have our charging Gaia, the Fierce Knight. Then there's the regular one, which is the Super Soldier Ritual. We don't use it much, but it also summons any BLS ritual monster. Again, you have to tribute exactly 8, and during your main phase, except the turn this was sent to the graveyard, you can banish it to target a. You can banish this card, one light and one dark monster from your graveyard to special summon a Black Luster Soldier ritual monster from your hand, ignoring its summoning conditions. So essentially, it just lets you ritual summon from the graveyard. So you could definitely run more or less of this. I prefer Super Soldier Synthesis. I found it to be a bit more consistent. But again, you can mess with these ratios as you see fit. And lastly, we have Called by the Grave because our best card is a ritual monster, and ritual spells can be ashed. So it's nice to not get hand trapped. It really is. As far as the extra deck, alright, so that's the main deck. As far as the extra deck goes, not much to talk about. We have Hope Harbinger for a rank 8 play, if we can make it. A Utopia set to deal with any more problematic back boss monsters. Just a little bit of a Nightmare package. I like including the Nightmare package just for some generic Link 2s and a little bit of easy removal. We run a lot of level 1s, so I opted for the free Link Karibos. It's okay. It's definitely okay. And then I sold, while we do not summon her much, she does search out our beginning night or our evening twilight night, and that's kind of why we want her. Now as far as the extra deck goes, it's pretty basic. We have Spell Trap removal, Raigeki if we need it. This deck can OTK pretty easily, so open field's nice for that. DD Crow. So DD Crow is just good meta matchup because Solomon great. Valinx is scary. Okay, Jack Jaguar also scary. Lots of things in the graveyard are scary now. So yeah, we have DD Crow just in case. And then we are running some of the hey, it's Duncan Can't Die. I like him. But anyways, so we have our Psy-Frame hand traps. You know, Super Soldier Synthesis can be just activated outright, so our field will be empty upon its activation. And if that gets ashed, we can just use Gamma. I am running 2 Driver, mostly because I don't want this to be totally dead if I just open my Driver. But yeah, and the last card, honestly questionable. It's a Storming Mirror Force. I really put this here because I didn't know what else would be good. But it does out Thunder Dragons, which is like it outs Thunder Dragons. That's just awesome in general. But yeah, you know, we can really replace this with whatever you want. So yeah, that's the deck profile done. Uh, if you're new here, we just play free games. Hope they go well, and talk about it a little bit afterwards. What I liked about the deck, what I didn't, just stuff like that. So that all being said, I'll see you guys in the first game. Okay, welcome to the first game with Player. We are the middle. Going second. Because if you don't know, BLS kind of has like a weird, like this whole theming of like being sort of like the beginning and end of the world. So I figured like, what about the middle though? The middle's got to have a place in this, and looks like we're playing against some Speedroids. Okay, that's cool. I've never actually played a whole lot of Speedroids. I know they're kind of neat. Let's see, the Gum Gun. What I believe it gives him another normal summon. Normal summon a wind monster. Also, you cannot special summon monster the rest of this turn. Let's see. Alright, so he's giving that. Okay. So I pick one randomly. Oh good, we got rid of the Terror Top, nice. Gum Gun lets him... Oh no, double yo-yo! Okay, let's see. You mash one Wind Synchro monster from your extra deck, reveal two Speedroid monsters with different names from your deck whose total level, or add Stilt Horse, whose total level is equal to the banished monster's level. Your opponent randomly picks one for you to add to your hand. Oh, there's Monster Reborn. And send the remaining monsters to the graveyard. Okay, so it's just like it's a search. Alright, that's cool. Gives you another normal summon, that's pretty good. Clear Wing, so monster effect negation is online. You can banish it to summon a Speedroid tuner. Okay. If I had to guess, he's probably going to go for the Crystal Wing here. Yep, there's the Crystal Wing. So that is one monster effect negation. Okay, this is fine. This is actually fine, I think. So we'll go ahead, activate over there in case that's like a impermanence or something. Get our gateway. Activate our gateway? No. What do we... He can negate that potentially, so we're gonna go ahead... He can negate our Manju potentially, so we're gonna go ahead and grab the Super Soldier, I think. But we will go ahead and summon Manju. Yes. No. Alright, so the search is going through. In that case, we might as well just set ourselves up for next turn. Alright, so now we will activate our Synthesis. No. Summoning this from hand to the deck, we will be sending Evening Twilight. And from our hand, we will be sending Beginning Night. Which is pretty alright. Now, we are in a bit of a pickle here. Because that is a Crystal Wing. Okay, that is definitely a Crystal Wing. If I activate a monster effect, he'll just negate and destroy. So I'm thinking I might just have to crash into Crystal Wing here. Thinking I might have to do that, unfortunately. Oh yeah, he does that, I forgot. I forgot he gained attack. Wow, that is... Oh, that's so dumb. Okay, that was my bad. Least we can do is attack over the Gum Gun. Alright, main phase 2. So we do have free counters, so we can add a ritual spell, but we don't really need to. So I'll set that and end my turn. But yeah, I forgot Crystal Wing gained attack points. Alright, yeah, that was oof. What a oof. What a plain, straight out oof. We will be able to ritual summon from the graveyard. So what we really need to do here is draw a level 4 monster. A level 4 lighter dark monster. That's what we need. Hey, you're not a level 4 lighter dark monster. You're a Called by the Grave. You know what? Let's see. No. Why would I do that? Don't ask. Alright, so all we can really do here, unfortunately, is just set and hope we look intimidating. But yeah, that was... Ooh, that was a huge... That was super bad on my part. Okay, so... Note. Replace the Storming Mirror Force with Gamma Seals. Yeah, I'll handle that after the video. So yeah, that was a big misplay on my part. Definitely a big misplay. Maybe could have done something more if I had other things to bait out that effect, but my bad. My bad. So, but now you know what? We're going forward. More knowledge than before. I'll see you guys in the next game. Okay, welcome to game 2 of Gecko. I'm assuming Reptilian, as they got new support recently. Oh, it's a Lair. Okay, so it's a Lair thing. This hand's not bad, actually, though. So what I can do, something, oh yeah, Lair triggers in the end phase. So there is something I can do here. Alright, perfect. So I'll normal this. Manju effect goes off. I'm not sure if it resolves if he's not on the field anymore. I guess I'll find out. So that's not so bad. We did commit our normal summon, which is rough, but... Alright, so... Those are his viruses. Let's see, what did I give you? Oh yeah, I still get the search, nice. I don't think he can activate this turn. Alright, so now here's sort of like the combo. Draw 2, okay. He already used his tribute for the turn. So that means I can just go right into a Super Soldier Synthesis. To summon that from deck. Let's see, we already have Evening Twilight, so we'll send that. And this from hand. To summon. Now we get some effects. So we'll banish something our opponent controls permanently. We're not a fan of Lilith. Now we just banish something from their hand. And then we just battle. We could do a little bit of damage here. Actually, yeah, I have an idea. So I will do a little bit extra damage. I do not mind that. Alright, so main phase 2. Envoy of Chaos will trigger in the end phase. Yes. So I'll be banishing Beginning Night and Evening Twilight to get some searches. Yes. Yes. So Beginning Night searches a ritual spell, which could be good. And the Evening Twilight searches a ritual monster. The ritual spell is more important, so it will be Chain Link 1. Go ahead and get that back. And go ahead and get ourselves another Synthesis. So yeah. In the end phase that things are happening, we get some tokens because we tributed monsters, or had our monster tributed, but yeah. A really good turn, I'd say. We're all set up to summon another Super Soldier next turn. We have the hand trap one, which is dope. He's gonna tribute itself. Couldn't he tribute mine? Oh, it's the oh, okay, so he's tributing for Crush card. Destroy free monsters from the deck? No, I'd rather not. I mean, we do get Super Soldier effects because they were destroyed. They float into Gaia the Fierce Night monsters. So Diablo's coming down. So we'll be summoning to defense. And to defense. Okay, so he's going to be able to attack over one of us. Sucks, but it's fine. That Crush card that was definitely problematic. I would have liked to hold on to some stuff. I mean, yeah, I'll do it, sure. I'll be sending a spell recycler, though. I mean, potentially. So, from deck, we have to send that. And spell recycler. We unfortunately do not get all the effects. But we do get some of them. So we'll banish Manju since we don't need it. And recycler. Oh, hey, it's a solemn strike on my buddy. Well, that was mean. That was really mean. You hurt my feelings. What can I even... Not much for special summoning. I believe this can't treat this face-up card on the field and cannot be targeted with card effects. Alright, no problem. So we'll go ahead and summon our Spell Recycler. Go into Link Karibo. Yeah, this is... Let's see, I believe this Fierce Knights from hand, deck, or grave, so in that case, we can crash. Like that. I do not mind the crash. Use his effect from grave to summon out another Gaia. Link Karibo can unfortunately not beat over these tokens, though. So we'll clear out tokens, and then just attack with Link Karibo. So pretty good still. Not a... Honestly, not a terrible board. Alright, so he doesn't know what this back row is. So we'll use that to look threatening. And I will go ahead and use this effect, so banishing Gaia and Spell Recycler. So there we go. Now we have our hand trap that also works on Gaia the Fierce Knight monsters. So we're just in a really good spot here, I think. Cause I'm not sure what he does here. I mean, I guess he could summon Lilith? Lilith, tribute Link Karibo, get Diablos back? Oh shoot, is he actually gonna do that? Or you're gonna tribute yourself? You can tribute me. I can be tributed. Alright, so he's looking for a Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Okay, so he's gonna be getting the Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Off the top of my head, I don't remember what it does. Let's see, you contribute a dark with 2500 and declare one type of card. Look at your opponent's hand, all spell traps you control, and all cards. Okay, so... he can only attack me once. He'll be able to eradicate Epidemic Virus me, though, so... this is a tough call. For now, I'll just place it on the bottom. Because you can Eradicator Epidemic Virus, declare monster, put me in a tight spot. So yeah, Gaia died. Unfortunately. I did have to play weirdly, though. Alright, so we got 2 more tokens. Manju, you... So standby phase, Eradicator, Epidemic Virus. Or not. So I could summon Manju here. Give a search. He has to tribute his monster, so I'm actually okay with that. Yeah. I'll search a thing. Symphysis, Soul, or Soldier. I can't really use Symphysis. But if he sends the ritual to the graveyard, that'll be perfect, actually. I don't know how much he wants to give up Diablos, though, so I'm guessing... Alright, so I can hold that. Actually, just get it there myself, can't I? Yeah, that's not a bad idea. Yes. Popping Lair of Darkness. Yeah, so no Lair. Next turn, we will have something to do with the Super Soldier Soul. So, yeah, pretty good. Not a bad move. We handled the Lair of Darkness, so he'll have to tribute his own things. Because we have no cards in hand, the Eradicator Epidemic Virus that won't hurt us too much. Okay, yeah, this is good. This is good. Unless you drew another lair here, in which case I will just be sad. Oh, I just noticed he doesn't have an extra deck. There's no extra deck. Why? You could have an extra deck. I believe in you. I mean, any Lair players in the comments, let me know why he might not have an extra deck, because I'm curious. I figured, like, I mean, I guess you don't need it, but, like, it still might be nice to have. He could Epidemic Virus here, potentially. I would not mind that. So he's gonna declare what? Spells. Yeah, that's fine. I have a monster. Does it just stop all spells? Let's see. I do not have that in my hand, so that would be the problem there. In that case, I will just have to set that and pass. I forgot that I needed a ritual monster in my hand. Okay, it's fine. Could I have even summoned, like, Envoy of the Beginning? So he's setting one. I imagine he tributes his token to get Diablos back. Oh no, he's actually playing, like, Lair Monarchs. True domain of the Lair? Is that what this is? Is this about to be true domain of the Lair? I wonder how they would actually synergize. Oh, I think I might accidentally hit the mic. Sorry if you heard that. But, yeah, this is curious. I wonder. This is kind of interesting. I haven't seen Monarch Lair before. I mean, I guess it makes sense, because in Monarch you are tributing a lot. You're tributing a lot in this, so it's like... I think I get it. I think I get it. So we're taking a little bit of damage here. We can still possibly pull this back as long as you didn't get his other Eradicator Epidemic Virus. Not a spell. Okay, this is rough. I mean, I should still survive next turn. Yeah, this is another reason that I'm running, like, the BLS at free. Because they're kind of, like, your only way to get back into the game. Because everything else is just kind of support for them. I know, like, they're BLS support, but, like, everything else supports them. Is pretty much the idea. So they're kind of like your win condition. Top decking to Evening Twilight, though. Not ideal. Right, so he's putting that in defense mode. Very smart, very smart. He can poke away at me with Lilith, and unless I can summon something big, then he's pretty much safe. He did have a vulnerable point with the attack position Edia. So, good move on your part, Gecko. Good move. What do we draw? It's... Hey! Oh yeah, we don't get our Gateway to Chaos because of Eradicator Epidemic Virus. What we needed to top deck was, yeah, this is game. What we needed to top deck there was our Envoy of the Beginning or our Super Soldier. But still, a really good game. Like, no, good moves on my part, I think. Good moves on Gecko's part. Well, a well-thought thing, I think. I like that. So, still, not the greatest record so far. But, you know, hopefully, game free will just, it'll just be amazing. You know, I believe in it. I'll see you guys there. Okay, on to the final game of Fox Perks. Alright, fist bump? Oh, okay. So we don't have a choice here. Okay, this hand's workable. This hand can definitely work. Looks like we might be playing against some Pen Magicians, though, so this could be potentially troublesome. So at this point, he should be able to make Electromite. Unless he just doesn't have monsters. Oh no, the Pendulum Call. Okay, fair enough. So now he'll be able to make Electromite go into a summon. So, alright, good for him. Pendulum Call also the turn after. I cannot destroy his scales. It only lasts for one turn, but the protection of it is really great, and definitely something to keep in mind. So he adds the Black Fang and the Oath Dragon. Looks like he's also got the Mythical Beast engine going. So he's going to have... I believe he will have at least... I believe he'll have at least a couple negates after this, like... Doing some pretty good plays, sending Wisdom Eyes to the extra deck probably. Adding it back with Oath Dragon when he can. Hmm. Like, if I can... Oh no, sending a Black Fang. I thought you added Wisdom Eyes. Don't you add Wisdom Eyes? Okay, maybe I'm just being dumb here. Maybe he's just smarter than I am. Let's see what he can do. So he added back the Black Fang. Pendulum Summoning for Beast King Jackal, Black Fang, and what? Chronograph. Oh, as well as Tuning. So, oh yeah, Tune Magician came out, so he gets to summon, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, so down comes the Naruto. That is a spell negation. Potentially a problem. If we can bait him with the Gateway of Chaos, that would be sick. So he has a Disruption for flipping. Not a awful board, okay. So the main thing we need to really do is bait that Naruto. I'm getting my Gateway then. Alright, sure, I don't mind that. Activate it. Alright, okay, good. His negate is gone. Alright, so now let's keep going. Hopefully Nightmare Manjus us. Hits us with the Manju. What do we want? It doesn't hurt to have another Super Soldier. Okay, so he did not take the Manju bait. So this one from deck, we already have Evening Twilight, so we'll send beginning like that. He could Nightmare here. I unfortunately didn't have anywhere else to go with that. Not quick effects, so he is going to flip it. That is unfortunate. Not a whole lot left we can do here, so we're just going to have to end, unfortunately. Definitely should have searched a second Synthesis. Because we could have gone into it next turn. Alright, so he's slicing our Manju in half. He now knows we are doing a more ritual-focused variant, though, so I'm assuming he's going to be a lot more careful with his Naruto. So yeah, there's the Wisdom Eyes. Okay, I don't think he can Pendulum Summon from here, so I'm guessing he's just going to go into battle phase. Or no, he can search something. So we got a Black Fang back. So pop Wisdom Eyes to summon... I can't remember what it summons. Oh no, it just puts that there. Okay, so he's doing a little bit of a push here. Trying to push a tad. Yeah, but I misplayed that a little bit. I misplayed that a little bit. Okay, so I'm guessing it's going to be... so he's just gonna try to get another draw here. Fair enough. Oh, he's just gonna reactivate? Is Black Fang a hard once per turn or soft once per turn? Oh yeah, it's a soft once per turn, so we can have our Manju again. Which is saddening. Makes me upset. Oh, he's going for the, Zephyr Metaltron. Okay, cool. So he is going to be able to do some more summoning here. Fair, smart enough. Our Super Soldier will float, thankfully. The Naruto not being there makes this a lot less scary, though he could pretty easily just go for another one. He doesn't have a whole lot of huge attack points on board. Currently cannot actually beat over our Super Soldier, weirdly enough. So he's making a Time Thief with all monsters, so... Okay, so Ignister, I guess it's gonna spin something. Uh, yeah, fair enough. That's fair. Black Fang will get him back his Jackal, I guess. Didn't know it did that. Alright, so Jackal is back. Let's see. I think this is game? Yeah, this is game. Oh, wow, okay. Things really not going to plan right now. Again, like, I definitely need to include Kaijus in this. Kaijus, we had Spell Trap removal. If this had gone to a game 2, I would have put in the Twin Twisters. But, yeah, so... I mean, decent games. Just no real wins, unfortunately. But we did play against some, fairly decent decks, I think. You know, the Lair deck is solid. Pendulum Magicians still can definitely pull up. But, yeah, that was the deck. I'm thinking the Spell Recycler might not have been a good idea. Spell Recycler or Trade-in? Probably Spell Recycler, though. So, notes on the deck from me, remove Spell Recycler and side Kaijus, because, yeah, some monsters are just scary. Like, I'm fairly certain that, we would have been able to pop off super hard last turn in this game if we had been able to Kaiju the Nightmare. So, yeah. Let me know how I can improve this deck, anything I did particularly wrong, particularly right. And do you have any decks you want me to build or want me to play? Because you may, I don't know, maybe you have a list or something. You can send that to me. But, yeah. Like if you liked, comment if you have something to say, and subscribe if you want some more. This has been Ronin, signing off.